actually about block space instead of ordinals. And it's basically Bitcoin is divided into blocks, and each block has 4 megabytes. So each block has space, so you can measure space in megabytes, kilobytes. So how do I do this?
Do you want to switch the? Okay, where are we going? Here?
Tab, yeah. Yeah, you can go to ordinals.com. Yeah.
Sure.
So my journey in block space started with ordinals when my friend told me I need to look into ordinals. So basically, it's a way to categorize all the rare sets and give each one a number. So you can go to your wallet and see which numbers of the satoshis you have. And they're numbered from 1 all the way to 2.1 quadrillion. You guys know how much Bitcoin the total supply is? 21 million. Who knows how many sats are in 1 Bitcoin? Anybody? 100 million. So how many total sats are there in Bitcoin? 100 million times 21 million. Can anyone do that math?
2.1 quadrillion.
Yeah, it's 2.1 quadrillion. He only knows because he works for me. So if you click on like one of these random inscriptions here, these are all inscriptions. What does this say? Somebody put a tweet. Anyways, so what is this? We can see this is a JPEG. It's about 87,000 bytes or 87 kilobytes, and it's on this set number. So the important thing is you have a SAT number in your wallet, you have some Bitcoin in your wallet, and then you attach a JPEG onto a SAT number. The JPEG goes onto Bitcoin on chain. So we can look at the blockchain explorer here.
Now, I'm glad Antoine is the first one because I can like say Antoine. I just forgot to say that we only have 5 minutes for presentations, and I told everyone. So let's try to stick to that.
Yep, just want to show everyone this one thing. So this is an illustration of how much block space this JPEG takes up, right? So it's 87 kilobytes, and basically, when you put in a file on Bitcoin, it takes up block space. So, when you measure the block space in like terms of kilobytes, the way I'm looking at it is it's actually a valuable, scarce asset. There's only so many kilobytes that exist on Bitcoin in the form of, well, total is like Bitcoin is like 650 gigabytes. So if you own like an asset that's 1 megabyte, then that would be like 1/650,000 of the entire Bitcoin blockchain. That sounds like a tiny fraction, but when you consider Bitcoin is like, what's like $2.5 trillion right now, divided by 650,000. It's actually quite substantial. But all good, I'll just put it like that. Essentially, by uploading JPEGs to Bitcoin, you can create a type of asset that's digitally extremely scarce, and the scarcity is enforced by the rules of Bitcoin. Just in the same way that the scarcity of Bitcoin is enforced by the rules of Bitcoin, nobody can break them. The rules of Bitcoin also dictate how much block space is available. So it's actually just like, it has all the same properties of Bitcoin. These block space assets, you can send it, you can trade it, you can send it across borders, you can just send it for a small Bitcoin transaction fee. It has all the exact same properties of what makes Bitcoin useful. It's just a different asset that nobody finds valuable right now, but because it does all the same thing Bitcoin does, and the scarcity is enforced by the same rules, it's just different rules. I can explain, like, there's 21 million Bitcoin, but block space is limited by time. There's only like one block every 10 minutes, right? So you can get infinite block space with infinite time, but only finite block space with finite time. So you only get 4 megabytes every 10 minutes. So given a finite period of time, it's a finite amount of block space. So right now you can fill an entire block for about $300 or something like that. It's just extraordinarily cheap. Other times it would have cost you like, instead of $300, it cost you like $200,000 or something, or I think the peak was that it would cost 20 Bitcoin to fill an entire block. If you go all the way to about a year ago when there was like a minting frenzy. So that's literally 6,000 times higher than where we are today. So given that we've seen these fluctuations, I think it's a very good idea to mint, just any file you want. The bigger the better, and it'll just be like a block space asset. I call them block space tokens, and there'll be very scarce supply of these if you measure it in megabytes, right? It's measured in megabytes, and yeah. What do you want to ask?
Okay, so in Q&A,
Yeah, Q&A is good.
Good place to pause. Up to 5 minutes. And
And
then
all
take in this
you have to do is go to one of the minting websites like scribit.io or Ordinals bots or unisat.io and just pay a transaction fee, upload your file. That's all you have to do. Yeah.
So can I sell this space afterwards, and how will that be useful?
Yeah, there's marketplaces right now, but because people don't recognize these assets very easily outside of specific collections, it's kind of hard to sell it right now. It's easier to sell like block space tokens, like uncommon goods. So you can sell those immediately after you mint them. But just like random images, kind of hard right now, but I believe in the future you'll be able to. Yeah. Yes.
Do you want to go over quickly what sat hunting is for people that may be interested in finding out if they have Bitcoin, if they might have?
Yeah, those are rare sats. I just want to talk about block space now, but yeah.
So no. Okay. Fair.
Yeah.
I understand the finiteness of it and the scarcity
Yeah.
of it. But could you wildly speculate in the future? I know we still have early days, but how owning this may is it just like come up with some wild idea of how this could become more valuable?
How it's valuable?
Well, given its finiteness, I understand.
Yeah.
It's a real estate route now, but
Well, it's finiteness, and like Bitcoin is useful because you can send it to people, and it's like it's internet money that can just be sent to anyone else on the internet.
But is there any chatter now about like in the future where the development of Bitcoin is going and what the space could eventually be utilized for?
Well, anything you put on Bitcoin cannot be changed, right? So when you hold it, it's like done. So you can't actually use it other than just to show it off or to just send it. But I think that there'll be a market for these things because when the transaction fees go up and it's hard to create new ones, people are going to be like, oh, I'm just going to try to buy the existing ones in the marketplace, no matter what it is.
No utility.
There's no direct
Okay,
utility.
we have another question. You guys can network afterwards and find out more.
Last
Last question.
It's not a question, but just to add, like to get the value in the future, just imagine you can mint your NFT collection in Ethereum right now, and it's going to cost you very cheap, right? But let's say you mint your NFTs on block space. The reason it's going to be valuable in the future is because your NFT collection on block space is going to be much more expensive to mint in the future. So
On
if you have-
chain, yeah.
on chain.
Yeah.
So the real estate, Antoine uses block space as valuable. I don't think so. I've had a long chat with him. It's not the space, it's the tokens inside the space. In the future, there will be less token block space assets in the future. So if you mint something now, like let's say Toronto DAO puts their manifesto on block space, it'll be so much harder for it to do it in the future. It's become rare. It becomes rare in the future, and it's do it now, and you'll be one of the few assets in block space.
Fascinating, fascinating. We have more questions. Let's save them for the end of our presentations. The whole thing about this, we're trying to rapid fire it. I personally have a short attention span. But first of all, let's give a round of applause for Antoine. Thank you so much. And